hello everyone, welcome. Today we have a new video to do because we have new things to cover in Girls Frontline 2 Exilium or Dolls Frontline 2. I guess it kind of depends on which language you're using. Anyway, today we've had a new video drop to kind of show us what we can expect from the next big updates, and there's a lot of stuff to cover. First of all, we're gonna go over the video, and then we have an actual recap of all the events and everything that we can find in the next update. So let's watch this for now. I'm gonna be on the side here, and let's have a look-see. She's kind of cute, I will say. She's an AR user. Yohee. She's literally a K-pop idol, isn't she? Showtime! Sparkling center space. New outfits? Okay. Jesus! Holy! Okay. That is crazy. The gooning is insane. Ah, I love macarons. That's a pretty fun weapon, actually. I like it. New events. Alright. Okay, we got a new story event. A themed event. There seems to be a new... That's interesting. There seems to be a new archive option there. So I wonder if this is going to be fully added. Because there is this archive, like, past events tab that's, like, grayed out in the game at the moment. I wonder if this is supposed to mean that it's gonna be a new feature. Unless this is just literally songs. Diner gate jump, so we're getting a cute mini game. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, I jive with this. Coordinated drill. Okay. Teamwork. Is this like a soccer field? I'm sorry, I know I'm supposed to say football, but I know like a lot of Americans might watch this and they won't understand if I don't say soccer. I don't like him for Cypher. Cats! Chunky cats! We love them. Am I gonna get copyright struck by this song? I hope not, man. Other editions? Oh shit, we're getting some new key expansions. Expansion keys for a few characters here. Okay, that's cool. More Covenant characters. New character, obviously, Yohee. And Ulrich. Okay. So, pretty cool. I think the song was okay. I don't know what you guys think. I thought it was fine. I wonder, they don't really say here who's the singer for this, but yeah, that skin is very, very cute. Now, alright, let's move on to Twitter, because here on Twitter they actually drop this, as they do often, a big event overview, and so we're gonna be checking each and every single one of those. So let me have a look. First and foremost, I know this is not going to be super high quality because I'm zooming so you guys can see properly, but it is what it is. So first and foremost, obviously we're getting a brand new elite doll. Now the problem I have with Yohee, and I mean problem is a big word, but basically Yohee is kind of a very specific physical support, and I think the problem with her is that first of all, she is a support for physical dolls that mostly deal damage through their skill. If you do damage through their basic attack, or even follow-up attack, I believe, then that buff is not going to apply. Now, what kind of buff does she give? Actually, a buff is pretty strong. She allows your physical characters to ignore like 15% of the enemy's defense against physical damage. And that stacks up to 60%, I do believe, which is pretty massive. Now, the problem is you think, okay, then I can put her in a team with another very strong physical doll, and then I can put, you know, like any other characters like Vector and I don't know, another like Kyungju, right? And it's fine. No, the problem is that if elemental damage is dealt, her debuff gets cancelled for 2 turns. Okay? So the problem is that you're literally forced to play physical and physical only. And again, it only buffs for skill damage. So that's really the problem with Yohee, and I think that is what gotta really go against her and make her very, very, very niche. Because this is incredibly restrictive in terms of team building, and that's definitely not gonna be for everyone's account. Maybe in the future we'll get more physical dolls that work perfectly with her. As of right now, I think it's a bit too much and a bit too hard to build around. So personally, I'm going to be skipping her. Now maybe in the future on the rerun I'll grab her, but for now, unfortunately, that's gonna be it for me. So now moving on, her weapon is here. I'm not really gonna go over it. It's her and her signature weapon. And now we can see the banner. There is going to be Litara. Litara is actually getting her key expansion, so, you know, I don't know how good it is, but if it's great, then this is your chance to get some Litara copies. Xenia is pretty good fire support. You can definitely use her in your current team, especially if you don't have a 5-star support for your, you know, team like Centerese. Speaking of Centerese, she is actually rerunning this patch, and the thing is that back then I actually skipped her because I wanted to make sure I could obtain Cloquet, but now that she's rerunning, I definitely am gonna get to pick her up because she's a fire support, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure she is, and she's actually gonna replace my Xenia, so I'll be able to run, you know, Vector, QJ, Sharkry, and Centerese most likely. So there we go. I'm very excited for this. I really like my doll, my maid doll. So this is gonna be the banner I'm personally gonna be pulling for. I'm very excited for her rerun. I'm very happy that she's rerunning so early as well. Awesome. Now we saw that skin, the Miracle Sweetheart. That skin goes so hard for no reason, absolutely bonkers. The weapon skin is also super cute. The skin Love Magic. I think it's like over the top, and you know what? I kind of dig it. I'm not gonna get it though, but yeah, it's certainly there for those that enjoy the kind of like magical girl aesthetic for sure. Which I kind of do to some extent. Now moving on, we are obviously gonna get the Neural Migration Silvered Whisper special event, the themed event that's gonna be around her. We can see here with the sleigh. Is this supposed to be Christmas related? I'm not sure. You guys let me know. And now we're getting the Covenant update with Yohee and Ulrich. You're going to be able to marry those 2 dolls if you want, which is always very nice. And we are getting expansion key nodes for the Neural Elix system for Litra, Diane, and Vepli. I actually don't know how good they are. I really hope that they are pretty good, especially for Diane and Vepli. I think Vepli really needs help. She has very good AoE, but she's a bit limited outside of that. And I mean, she is physical, so maybe if this makes her very good, maybe she can be played along with Yohee. I'm not sure. Diane is a very good kind of niche support because she can remove buffs for enemies, which is very good for certain boss fights. Now I really hope that this key is gonna make her way better. Maybe we'll talk about it later once we have more informations. Now, moving on, I mean, I guess I could check the CN servers. New event, Diner Gate Jump. So this is the little minigame we saw earlier. This looks very cute. Definitely gonna be playing this, just like a kind of like jumping obstacles, and you have to go as high as possible, I assume. And finally here we have all of the other events that could be running at the same time, or like throughout the patch. Inverse Cypher, this is the one when you're playing monsters and you have to, you know, like beat all the enemies in like a round, basically, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2 rounds, something to that extent. You have some limitations and you gotta play as the monsters. I don't like this, straight up. I just don't. I don't know, like it's like those puzzle, and whatever. It's not for me. I don't really care about it. I'm not excited about playing random monsters. Intelligence Supply is the one where we get additional 120 stamina per day. You get 1 like early in the day and then 1 at night. You just have to log in. to grab those. This is very cool. That generally lasts for a week, and we appreciate those. We're getting the Kalinians commissions, which I think we saw earlier. You have to make the cat happy by doing a few stuff, and then you get a bunch of reward. Parabellum is literally just a login event. You log in, you get some collapse pieces and other resources. And finally, we're getting an equipment analysis fission, which will allow you, I believe, to get more rewards from equipment analysis a number of times per day. So there we go. Overall, a pretty big stacked patch, and I'm excited for it. So let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this? Drop in the comment who you're going to be pulling for. Are you getting Yohee? Maybe this has not deterred you. I'm not trying to deter you. At the end of the day, you got to pull for your waifu. Pull for who you like. Waifu is always got to be better than meta. So let me know that in the comment. Are you getting her? Are you skipping her? Are you getting Santorese? Are you getting none of them? Are you waiting for a future doll? Like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you don't want to like and subscribe, it's perfectly fine. Just watching the video has been enough support. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!